everyone. This is Sheetal Chaudhary, your accounts master teacher, and I welcome you all to Vedantu Commerce. We all are here for a better future. So Vedantu wishes you and your family a very happy Holi. So celebrate this Holi with colors, but take proper precautions. As you all know, COVID cases are increasing day by day. तो हमें होली तो खेलनी है लेकिन precautions के साथ खेलनी है. And I hope that all of you are now ready for vote and all of you have registered for vote. So you guys can give vote on any of the following days, either on 28th March or 4th April or 11th April or 18th April. And let me tell you that ये सिर्फ exam नहीं है, ये comeback है. So make a comeback this year with Vedantu Online Talent Exam. Because with this vote, you can win guaranteed scholarship from a pool of over 500 crore. And you can get all India rank. Yes, आप all India rank पा सकते हो. You can win exciting prizes daily and weekly worth ₹1 crore. And the most important thing, you can also get a chance to be CEO of Vedantu for whole one day. And you can also win a trip to NASA. So अगर आपको ये सारी चीजें चाहिए, अगर आपको एक्साइटिंग गिफ्ट जीतने हैं, अगर आपको नासा जाना है और अगर आपको CEO बनना है, then go and participate now for vote. Go and register yourself if you have not registered yet. So you can win all these exciting prizes by participating in vote. You can get a chance to win mobile phone, amazing watches, headphones, laptop, and other items. So, don't know how to vote? Then don't worry, I am here to tell you. So, you have to go to the link that is given below in the description box. Then you have to register yourself by entering the necessary details. You have to enter your name, your grade, your board, and your target. Then you will register and you will get your voter ID card. And once you get your voter ID card, you have to pick up your voting days. That on which of the following days you have to vote. And then it's all done. So go and get your registered ID now so that you can win all these exciting prizes. Now, if you don't have the full knowledge about vote, don't worry. You can check out our mobile app or you can check out our website for the complete details. All the details about vote are given on our mobile app and also on our website. Now, how this exam will be conducted for commerce and what will be the format? So there will be total 3 subjects. How many? 3 subjects: accounts, business studies, and economics. Every subject will have 30 questions and total there will be 90 questions. 3 subjects, every subject will have 30 questions. So total there will be 90 questions. What will be the marking pattern? For every correct answer, you will get 4 marks. For every wrong answer, there will be negative marking. And the time duration will be total 90 minutes. So this is your exam format. Now, if you don't want to play alone, don't worry. Again, we have a solution for that. You can create your own squad. You can play along with your friends. So, go and create your own squad right now so that you can play along with your friend and win exciting big gift. So, do register yourself now by going on the link that is given below in the description box. तो जल्दी से जाइए और रजिस्टर कीजिए ताकि इस साल आप भी दे सके वोट इंडिया के साथ. Now, this is class 12th accountancy session, and if you guys are new to our channel Vedantu Commerce, then go and take a moment to subscribe to our channel and like this video and share this video. So अगर अभी तक आपने हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो अभी चाहिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, इस वीडियो को लाइक कीजिए और शेयर कीजिए. For upcoming notes and session, you guys can also join us on Telegram group Vedantu Commerce. The link of Telegram group is also given in the description box. And do you guys want to score more than 95 in your boards exam? Because now we have only few days, because March is already over. You will have only April now, only 1 month or 30 to 31 days, you can say. So what are you waiting for, guys? Now it's time to prepare. Now it's time to give your best, and now it's time to do self study. सेल्फ स्टडी अभी तक हम कर रहे थे, लेकिन अब हमें दुनियादारी को भूल कर सारा ध्यान पढ़ाई में लगाना है, बिकॉज नाउ वी हैव ओनली 1 month. So आज होली enjoy करो, and after होली take a pledge that you are going to score more than 95 in your boards exam. And here I am to help you in accounts. So how to score more than 95? If you guys have any doubts, then you can also ask me in the comments box. I will be taking each and every of your doubts and will be answering it. तो आज हम लोग क्या करने वाले हैं? Why we are here today? Which chapter we are going to discuss today? Which topic we are going to discuss today? So today we are here to discuss the 2-month strategy of the chapter Financial Statement of a Company. This is first chapter in your part B, that is Analysis of Financial Statement. And this chapter will be of either 2 marks or 4 marks. तो फिक्स कुछ नहीं होता इस चैप्टर में. It can be asked for 2 marks or sometime it can also be asked for 4 marks. Now, how we have to prepare for this chapter in our 2-month strategy, today I am going to tell you that. तो इस चैप्टर में हमें क्या पढ़ना है, क्या नहीं पढ़ना, क्या आएगा, everything I will be telling you today. So as you all know, there are only 2 things in this chapter: balance sheet and statement of P&L. So let's see in how many days we have to complete this chapter and how many topics we have to complete. So you need only 1 day to complete this entire chapter. ये chapter इतना easy है कि आप इसको एक दिन में आराम से complete कर सकते हो. अब एक दिन में हम करेंगे क्या? So in whole day, in 1 day, you have to go through objectives of financial statement, because objectives are most important. In 1 mark question, I can guarantee that this question will definitely come. ये question लगातार 3-4 सालों में आया ही आया है. This question I have seen in 3 to 4 boards exam continuously. So this question is very important. You have to learn at least 4 points of objectives of financial statement. So आपको कोई से भी 4 objectives learn करने हैं. You have to write only 2 in exam, but by chance आप कल को कोई भूल जाओ, so you have to learn at least 4 points. So first you have to learn objectives of financial statement. This is very important. Then you will learn about users of financial statement. This is very easy. We have done that in class 11th also. Users of financial statement, internal users, external users. You should know who are the users of financial statement. Then after reading these small topics, you will go to the format of balance sheet and format of statement of P&L. These are the only 4 items that you have to go through in this chapter. हमें क्या करना है? Objectives of financial statement, users of financial statement, format of balance sheet in brief. अच्छे से आपको वो रट्टा आनी, मतलब बिल्कुल line to line आनी चाहिए वो आपको. You have to cram that balance sheet as it is. Only then you can score 2 or 4 full marks from this chapter. So we have to go through format of balance sheet and format of statement of P&L. These 4 topics should be on your tips, because The entire book part B is based on this chapter. If you are not a pro in this chapter, then you cannot do this entire book. क्योंकि आपको फॉर्मेट अच्छे से आना चाहिए, because comparative statement, common size statement, cash flow statement, all these three chapters are based on only this chapter. So these are the 4 topics that you have to go through in only one day. Because we have limited time, so we have to cover this entire chapter in one day. Now, we are going to revise today the format of balance sheet and the format of statement of P&L. So let's revise again the format of balance sheet so that it can be on our tips. तो चलिए start करते हैं this session with the format of balance sheet. So first we have equity and liability. And equity and liability is further divided into 4 parts. Your main heading will be equity and liability. Then that equity and liability is further divided into 4 parts. First, shareholder fund. Second, share application money pending allotment. Third, non-current liability. Fourth, current liability. So equity and liabilities are further divided into 4 parts. First, shareholder fund. Second, application money pending allotment. Third, non-current liability. Fourth, current liability. These are the 4 headings under equity and liabilities. And each heading will have further heading, subheading. हर हेड के अंदर सब हेडिंग है. शेयर होल्डर्स फंड विल हैव 3 सब हेडिंग. Share application money pending allotment, it is not in your syllabus, so it does not have any subheading, and you also have to ignore the meaning. हमें meaning पर भी नहीं जाना because it is not a part of your syllabus. Only the name is in the format. No one will ask you the meaning of this. So let's go to the subheadings now. अब subheadings पे चलते हैं. First we have shareholder fund. Shareholder fund now have 3 subheadings. First is share capital, that we have the entire chapter, issue of shares. So shareholder fund, the main subheading, first heading is share capital. Then reserves and surplus. And then we have money received against share warrant. The meaning of this is again not in your syllabus. So first, share capital. Second, reserve and surplus. Third, we have money received against share warrant. So equity and first we will write down equity and liability. Then we will write down shareholder fund. Shareholder fund has 3 subheadings: share capital, reserves and surplus, share money received against share warrant. Then second main heading under equity and liability is application money received against share application money pending allotment. This is the main subheading. The meaning will not be asked because it is not a part of your syllabus and it has no subheading. Then the third main heading is non-current liability. Third main heading is non-current liability, which has again 4 subheading. So how we will learn it? First subheading is long-term borrowing. Second subheading that you will learn is long-term provision, because long-term borrowing and long-term provision, they are similar. So it will be easy to learn them together. So non-current liability, the subheading are long-term borrowing, long-term provision. Then you will learn deferred tax liability, and then other non-current liability or other long-term liability. So non-current liability, it has 4 subheadings: long-term borrowing, long-term provision, deferred tax liability, and then we have other long-term liability. Now we will move to current liability. Current liability, again, it has four headings, four subheadings. First, we will learn short-term borrowing. Then, we will learn short-term provision. Short-term borrowing, then short-term provision. Then you will learn trade payable and then other current liability. So, just a minute, sorry. Current liability, it has four subheading: short-term borrowing, short-term provision, trade payable and other current liability. Now we have revised the equity and liability, so let's revise it again. So, equity and liabilities, it has four main heading. Equity and liability, it has four main heading. First, shareholder fund, then share application money pending allotment, then non-current liability and current liability. Shareholder fund has three subheading: share capital, reserves and surplus, and money received against share warrant. Then the second main heading, application money pending allotment. The meaning is not in our syllabus and it has no subheading. Coming to the third one. Third is non-current liability. This is the third main heading. It has further four subheading. So what are the subheadings? Long-term borrowing, long-term provision, deferred tax liability and other long-term liability. And the last main heading is current liability, which has again four subheading. First, short-term borrowing, short-term provision, trade payable, other current liability. Now we have revised the equity and liabilities part. The second part after equity and liability is your assets. After equity and liabilities, we will write down assets. So assets are mainly divided into only two types: non-current asset and current asset. So assets are divided into how many types? Two types: non-current and current asset. And these non-current and current assets will further have their own subheading. So first we have non-current assets. Non-current assets are further divided into five subheadings. Non-current assets has further five subheadings. Fixed asset, first. Second, non-current investment. Third, deferred tax assets. Fourth, long-term loans and advances. Fifth, other non-current assets. So, non-current assets has five subheadings: fixed assets, non-current investment, deferred tax asset, long-term loan and advances, other current asset. Revise again. Non-current assets has how many subheadings? Five. Fixed assets, non-current investment, deferred tax assets, long-term loan and advances, other current asset. And fixed asset has further four subheading. Fixed asset has further four subheading, which is easy: tangible asset, intangible asset, capital work in progress, intangible asset under development. So fixed assets have further four subheading: tangible asset, intangible asset, capital work in progress, intangible assets under development. Now we are done with non-current asset. So let's revise the assets from starting. Under assets, we will first write down non-current asset. Under non-current asset, the first heading is fixed asset. Fixed asset has four subheadings. What are the subheadings? Tangible asset, intangible asset, capital work in progress, intangible asset under development. Then the second subheading under non-current asset is non-current investment. Third subheading is deferred tax asset. Fourth subheading is long-term loan and advances. And fifth subheading is other non-current asset. These are the five subheading under non-current asset. Now the non-current asset is done. So now we will move to the current assets part. Current assets are further divided into 6 subheadings. Current assets are further divided into 6 subheadings. First, we have current investment. Then we have inventory. Then we have trade receivable. Then we have cash and cash equivalent. Then short-term loan and advances and other current assets. So what are these 6 subheadings? First, current investment. Then inventory. Then trade receivable. Then cash and cash equivalent. Short-term loan and advances. Other current assets. So these are the 6 subheadings. Now we are done with the balance sheet. So I hope that now the balance sheet is on your tips. If it is not, then you have to revise it again after this session. Now as we are done with the balance sheet, so now we will move to the next statement, that is statement of P&L. Statement of P&L is pretty much easier than your balance sheet. Because balance sheet mein there are lot of items, but in statement of P&L there are only few items. So what is the format of balance sheet? Let's have the format. First, we have to write down revenue from operation. In revenue from operation, you will add other income. After adding other income, we will get total revenue. In revenue from operation, you will add other income and then you will get total revenue. After total revenue, you will subtract all the expenses. So first, write down all the expenses individually. You will write down all the expenses individually, and there are total 8 expenses. First, cost of material consumed. Second, purchase of stock in trade. Third, change in inventory of finished good, work in progress and stock in trade. Fourth, we have employee benefit expenses. Fifth, finance cost. Sixth, depreciation and amortization expenses. And then we have other expenses. So these are the expenses. You will write down each and every expense individually. हर expense को अलग अलग लिखना है. After writing all the expenses, you will write down the total of these expenses. So write down the total expenses and then the main procedure will start. From total revenue, you will subtract total expenses and you will get profit before tax. हमें क्या मिल जाएगा? Profit before tax. From profit before tax, you will subtract tax. Tax rate will be given in the question. You will calculate this tax rate on the profit before tax. For example, profit before tax is 1 lakh and the tax is 20%. So you will calculate 20% of 1 lakh. Then the tax will be subtracted and you will get the profit or loss for the year, for the period. So this is how you will prepare statement of P&L. First, write down revenue from operation, then add other income. You will get total revenue. After getting total revenue, you will write down all the expenses individually. Then we will get what? We will get total expenses. And then the main procedure will start. From total revenue, you will subtract total expenses. After which we will get profit before tax. From profit before tax, we will subtract tax and we will get the final answer, profit after tax. So this is how the statement of P&L is prepared. It is easier than the balance sheet. Now, this chapter is for 2 to 4 marks in your board's exam. Now, the main thing that arises is that how the questions will be asked in the board's exam. कैसे क्वेश्चंस आएंगे, कैसे क्वेश्चंस देखने को मिलेंगे हमें बोर्ड्स एग्जाम में. So these are the types of questions that are asked in the previous year boards paper. Name the subheading under current asset. You have to name the subheading under current asset कि current assets में क्या क्या आता है. Current assets, name the name the main heading. We have covered it now na. So tell me in the chat box what are the main subheadings, what are the subheadings under current assets. Come on, देखते हैं कौन आंसर करेगा. Who is going to answer me first? Name the main subheadings under, not main, name the subheadings under current assets. Okay. So, what are the main headings, subheadings under current asset? There are total 6 headings. First, we have current investment, then inventory, trade receivable, cash and cash equivalent, then we have short-term loan and advances, and other current assets. So, these are 6 subheadings under current asset. This question will be asked for 2 to 4 marks. So if you have done the balance sheet briefly, then you can easily score 2 or 4 marks. Next question is, under what head will you classify the following item? Some items will be given to you. You have to tell their main heading. These are the example. आपको बताना है कि ये item कौन सी heading के under आएंगे. So first we have unclaimed dividend. Unclaimed dividend is a part of current liability. It is other current liability. So you have to write down the both. You have to write down the main head and subhead. You will write down current liability and then other current liability. Then proposed dividend, it will come under contingent liability. Then debenture, it is non-current liability. It is long-term borrowing. Public deposit, it is again non-current liability. It is long-term borrowing. So either the examiner will ask you direct question that name the subheading under current asset, name the subheading under current liability, name the heading under reserves and surplus, name the heading under expenses in the statement of P&L account. Or they can ask you indirectly, they will give you certain item and you have to tell the main heading under which they will come. So these types of questions come in your exam from this chapter. So to answer such types of question, you have to learn the balance sheet and statement of P&L briefly. Only then you will be able to answer these types of questions. So now we have covered the strategy for another chapter and you know how to cover this chapter in one day. So that's it for today. If you guys want to have other topics, then you can see our recorded session. We have covered other chapters also in same manner. And if you want to watch them, then you can go on our channel and you can watch out the recorded session. So that's it for today. If you guys want more classes like this, then you can take Vedantu Commerce Pro Subscription. In this Pro Subscription, we are providing some amazing features, like we are providing more than 2,000 hours of live online classes. You can watch unlimited live classes with this Pro Subscription of all the subjects. Along with that, we are a pool of 10 plus teachers having more than 5 years of experience. So highly qualified teachers will be provided to you and all these teachers will continuously work on your weakness. We will provide you assignments regularly, we will conduct tests regularly, and all these classes, all these sessions will be conducted in English only. So all these features are provided to you in Pro Subscription. The actual price for 1 month is 3,499, but we are providing this for only 2,799 right now because we are giving you flat 20% off. And if you guys want to grab your Pro Subscription at 20% off, then go and use my promo code CBSE Pro to enjoy all the benefits of Pro subscription at flat 20% discount. So what are you waiting for? Go and take your Pro subscription right now at flat 20% discount. And if you guys want notes of the upcoming session or this session, then go and join us on Telegram group Vedantu Commerce. The link is also given below in the description box below. And if you are new to our channel or if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, then please take a moment to subscribe to our channel Vedantu Commerce and make sure you like this video and you share this with your friends. Now, see you all tomorrow at 6 p.m. with a live session. So, kal milte hain 6 baje. Till then, good night, have sweet dreams and take care. Thank you everyone for watching this session. Wishing you all and your family a very happy Holi again. Bye guys. Thank you for watching this session.